Google's Veo 3.1 has now been released and you can access that through n8n. I made this project. It's a little Telegram bot that will take a picture of your furry friend and animate that into a Pixar-style video, and it will say the script which you like. So let's have a quick look at the result. So we've sent this picture and throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
Of course, you'll be able to change the prompt that the AI agent is using, and you could generate any kind of images that you like. You could be sending pictures of anything and then have the AI agent change that in any way that you like. I'll show you as we go through the video what you would need to change if you had different idea in the videos that you wanted to create. Let's have a look at the workflow. So first off, we've got a Telegram trigger. If you're going to set this up, what we need to do is go into here, type Telegram, and it's going to come up as one of the triggers down the bottom. The trigger that we've got here is trigger on a message. And then what we need to do, and if you're new to n8n, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a couple of other videos. I've already got one on how to connect to Google's Veo 3 or different models with KIE.ai and how to set up your credential there. I'm going to make one on how to set up your Telegram credentials and how to upload images to Cloudinary. They'll be out soon, so be sure to just keep an eye out for those videos. We've got the Telegram trigger. Then we've got a get file. We need to be able to get that binary file. We're going to access Google Veo 3 through KIE.ai. When we access Veo 3 via that API, we need a public image URL to be able to pass to the model so we can edit that model. To get that public, well, like the ones that you get in Telegram, it's not a public URL. So what we need to do, this node here does a HTTP request to Cloudinary. We're uploading that video from Telegram to Cloudinary, and then it will then store that file for us and give us a public URL. Now the AI agent can't see the image that we've got. To give it a description of the image that we've got, we'll use this ChatGPT node here, and this is set up to analyze the image. The description that we get from this will then be passed over to the AI agent. And if we have a look in the AI agent, we've got a couple of things going on within the agent. This one is just sort of like where you would chat to GPT normally, and we're just saying your task is to create the video prompts. Basically, like, here's the prompt. So that's the message that Telegram gets. Whatever you're going to send with your image, that's the dynamic value where it's taking that and then passing it along to the agent. And then the image description is the one that comes off the previous node, which is explaining what the image is. So this AI agent has some context on the image. Now the system prompt, and if you wanted to generate different types of pictures, if there was something else that you had in mind, perhaps it's like influencer videos, if you wanted to create UGC videos. And if you check out my channel, there's some more complex workflows that will take product images and stuff. You can have a look at how you can make UGC videos, and there's also some prompts in there. So if you search that up, have a look on the channel, you can get an idea of a prompt for a UGC video. You can always, if you're going to edit this, and by all means just have a look at the prompt that I've got here. I won't read through it all now, but if you pause the video, you can have a look, see what I've done there to create that. If you're going to make your own video, if you've got something completely different, what I would do is start with the prompt that's there, put that into ChatGPT, and then explain the output that you want. Say you're creating a system prompt or a system message for an AI agent, and then get it to rewrite it. And then you might need to do a couple of prompts. One thing is just make sure that it maintains the same output. But other than that, you can play along. Sometimes it'll take you a few attempts to get the output that you're looking for. That's how you can edit this to get different videos. What happens next then is we're going to perform a HTTP request. This is where we actually access Google's Veo 3. We're posting to KIE.ai to Veo. So this is the URL that we use. And if you want to get the information on all of this, you can just go onto the KIE.ai's website, and they've got all of their API documentation on there. So here it is. We've got And you can see in their example, that's where I've got my idea of, I just wanted to have a go on it, and that's where I got my example from, a dog playing in the park. I thought, I'm going to make a dog one. Anyway, so here's the API information. You can take a look through that yourself. You don't necessarily have to. You can follow along the information I've got here. This is the body that's being sent along. So that's the URL. And that will be the URL given by Cloudinary. If you haven't yet before set up your KIE.ai credentials, I have got a video on that. Just search on the channel, you'll be able to find. I've got one that explains how you set up your API and how you create that credential. Oops. What happens next is we've got a wait node. You probably need to increase the amount of time. You can see this just like looped around 24 times. So what's happening is it's waiting, but it's only waiting for 3 seconds. This was something that I do when I was testing and creating it, just so I'm not having to wait for the full cycle as I set up subsequent nodes. So what we could do now is perhaps increase that to 30 seconds. And then it's doing a HTTP request to get that video. So we're doing a GET request to the KIE.ai API, and then you need to set up with your credential for KIE.ai, and then that's returning back our video URL. You can actually just copy and paste this into a browser, and then you'll be able to see the video. Now then, we've got the switch node. What's happening? That switch node is looking for either whether it's in progress, and you can see it's routed round, and it's gone round 24 times because that was set to 3 seconds. So it's gone looped round. If it comes up with an error, to stop it from going round and round and round, it will just go down the error and it will stop. You could set up your own error handling if you want to send that down a workflow, or perhaps just getting a Telegram message saying that there's been an error. What happens though is, or what happened in this instance, you can see that the green line has been lit up. That's gone on to our Telegram node, which says to send a video. So we can see that this has gone down the green path, our Telegram node, which is our send a video node. And there's quite simply, it takes the URL that's been passed through from the GET request, puts that into Telegram and sends it back. So if it would be handy for you to have this template, or if there's something like you would like me to go more in depth in, then please let me know. I can make the template available, or go through and make another video explaining things a little better. So please leave those comments and I'll get back to you as well. If you've got any questions, again, please leave them there. I will make a video on setting up Telegram, and I'll also make one on how you upload with Cloudinary. And if there's anything else, let us know. I hope you have a great rest of your day.